Hey Dog Pound, Nathan Zegura here with the FanDuel Fantasy Minute for week number 7. Be sports rich at FanDuel. And here are 3 players to help you do it from around the league, plus 1 Brown. We'll start at quarterback with Alex Smith of the Kansas City Chiefs. Smith is the 20th most expensive quarterback this week. That means he's a great value because he's got top 10 potential against the New Orleans Saints defense that's given up multiple passing touchdowns and over 20 fantasy points in 3 straight games to quarterbacks. In fact, on the season, quarterbacks have topped 20 points in 4 of 5 against the Saints, and they've topped 300 yards passing in 4 games as well. At running back, it looks like it's going to be Jaquiz Rodgers again in Tampa. Doug Martin apparently suffered a setback with his hamstring. So go with Jaquiz. The guy touched the ball about 800 times in his start against the Carolina Panthers, and now he gets the 49ers. 5 straight games, the Niners have allowed a 100-yard rusher. 4 straight games, they've allowed a 100-yard rusher with a touchdown. Running backs averaging 27.5 fantasy points per game against the Niners in that span. They are the worst run defense in the NFL by like 30 yards. Jaquiz Rodgers will be very, very good and a great bargain because it's priced in that Martin was going to be back this week. Now, at wide receiver, I like Amari Cooper. Yes, he's expensive, but sometimes expensive can be good, like LaShawn McCoy was for you last week. Cooper coming off back-to-back games with double-digit targets and nearly 130 yards receiving in both of them. On the season, when he receives double-digit targets, he's averaging over 120 yards per game. Good bet for that to happen against the Jags, who have allowed every opposing top receiver to produce more than 12 fantasy points this year. They're averaging 16.5 a game against the hapless Jags. Amari Cooper, a great start for you. And for the Browns this week, I think Duke Johnson can really help you out. The Bengals have struggled against pass-catching running backs this year. Last week alone, James White, 8 catches for 47 yards and 2 touchdowns. In 3 of the 6 games, a single running back has produced double-digit fantasy points on his receiving totals alone. With a potential injury to Terrell Pryor looming, look for Johnson to be more involved in the offense this week as both a runner and a receiver, giving him some sneaky fantasy value for your team. That's the FanDuel Fantasy Minute. Be sports rich at FanDuel.